our day to help us engage with the relaxation response. We desperately need to relax. And that means to soften the tissues, the fascia, the everything, to relax the mind, to kind of rein in the racing that happens. And scan your body, mind, spirit, from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. And just notice. Notice without judging, without criticizing. How are you feeling? Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually? How and what and where are you experiencing all of these things? And now I invite you to ask yourself, what would I like to receive from yoga this morning? What would I like to receive from yoga this morning? Let all the answers come. Now choose the one that best fits for you this morning. And place that one thing behind your heart and allow it to radiate to the crown of your head, the soles of your feet, the tips of your fingers, everything in between. Till your whole self feels alive with and focused on your intention for this morning's practice. Now I invite you to notice your breath, again without judging, without criticizing. Be curious. Where do I feel the breath as it comes into the body? Where do I feel the breath as it moves into the body? The chest, the sides, the back. Where do I experience the breath as it moves out of the body? Excuse me. Allowing your attention to center on the breath allows us also to be aware of our movement of the body as we move. So let's begin to move. Begin to breathe in and lift your shoulders up to your ears. Begin to breathe out. Let your shoulders float down. Begin to breathe in. Lift your shoulders to your ears. Begin to breathe out. Let your shoulders relax down. See if they go a little further than they did last time. Begin to breathe in. Lift your shoulders to your ears. Begin to breathe out. Let your shoulders float down. Breathing in, shoulders forward and up. Breathing out, back and down. Breathing in, forward and up. Breathing out, back and down. One more time, breathing in, shoulders forward and up, and exhaling them back and down. And this time, let's do the shoulder circles, but with our fingertips on our shoulders. So breathing in, bring the shoulders forward and up. Breathing out, bring them back and down. And just let the hands, the arms follow along with the shoulders. Let the whole body move as it wants to move. We'll do one more. And just relax the hands at your sides, down to your sides. Breathe in, reach your left hand over your head, place your right hand on the seat of the chair. Reach your left buttock down into the chair and bring your right rib slightly forward. Breathe in, reaching up and down at the same time. And breathing out, letting yourself float over to your right side. You don't have to go far. Keep reaching the left buttock into the chair and keep breathing. On your next inhale, reach that left hand up. As you exhale, let it float down. Hold on to the chair with that hand. Inhale your right hand up. Reach your right buttock into the chair. Reach your left rib slightly forward. Breathe into the right side of your body, and as you exhale, float gently over to the left. Keep reaching your right buttock down. And feel your breath on the right side of your body. And on the next inhale, reach that hand up, reach your other hand up as well. When you exhale, turn your palms away, keep your heart lifting, and let your hands float down. Inhale your shoulders forward and up. Exhale them back and down. Inhale them forward and up. And exhale them back and down. And now bring your hands to your thighs, to your knees actually. Fingertips on the underside of your kneecap, heels of your hands on top. Breathe in and lift your heart forward and pull your fingers gently into your kneecaps to help that motion forward. So you're arching your lower back here. When you exhale, press the heels of your hands into your thighs and round your back and let your head hang. So inhale, pulling yourself forward, lifting your heart, arching your back. You can lift your chin if that feels good. Exhaling, pressing your heels of your hands into your knees, rounding your back, letting your head hang. Remembering that the movement is the spine. It's not the back and forth in the chair. So your shoulders don't move a ton. And just follow your breath. Let your breath lead you. And notice as you move what you're feeling and where you're feeling it. Waking up the spine gently, slowly. And when you finish the one you're on, no hurry. Just come back to your seated mountain, Tadasana. Relax your hands on your thighs. Inhale your shoulders forward and up. And exhale them back and down. Inhale them forward and up. Exhale them back and down. Inhale them forward and up. And exhale them back and down. And on the next inhale, reach your hands up over your head. Exhale, float forward over your thighs. Hold on to the back of the chair and let your upper body come over your thighs. As far forward as it'll come. You're bending from your waist. Inhale, lift your heart a little bit. Exhale, bring your forearms to your thighs and let your head hang. Inhale, press your elbows into your thighs to lift your upper body and your head. Exhale, press your feet down, thighs to the chair, draw your navel to your spine and lift yourself back to a seated position. And pause here just to kind of take in your effort to this point. Inhale, reach your hands up over your head. Exhale, fold forward, hold on to the back of the chair. Inhale, lift your heart and spin your upper arms out. Exhale, bring your forearms to your thighs and let your head hang. Inhale, press your elbows into your thighs to lift your upper body a little bit. Exhale, press your feet down, thighs to the chair, draw your navel to your spine and come back to a seated position. Pause here for a breath in and a breath out. We'll do one more. So inhale, reach your hands up over your head. Exhale, fold forward, hold on to the back of the chair. Inhale, lift your heart, spin your upper arms out away from each other. Exhale, elbows to your thighs, let your head hang. Inhale, press your elbows into your thighs to lift your head and your heart. Exhale, press your feet down, thighs to the chair, draw your navel to your spine and come back to a seated position. Inhale your shoulders forward and up and exhale them back and down. Inhale them forward and up and exhale them back and down. Inhale, reach your hands up over your head. Exhale, turn gently to your left side and let your hands come down. Right, left hand behind you, right hand in front of you. Inhale, come back up into the center. Exhale to the opposite side, both hands come down. Right hand behind you, left hand in front of you. Let's do this a few more times and let's take our time so that our movement, we let our breath deepen and soften. And we let our movement follow our breath. So it's a little like a dance. And as you move, notice what you're feeling, where you're feeling it. Notice any shifting that's happening. And we're just noticing. We'll do one more on each side. Taking your time. And once you are back in the center, let your hands float down. Let them relax either at your side or on your thighs. Line up your nose and your chin with your belly button and close your eyes. And just let yourself feel whatever there is to feel. I invite you to open your eyes. When you inhale, reach your hands up over your head once more. When you exhale, turn to your left side again. This time, keep your left hand up. Bring your right hand on your left leg. Relax your right elbow on your right leg. And bring your left hand over your head. And reach your left buttock into the chair as you float over to that side. We'll breathe here. Remember, only 3 breaths in and out. And on your 4th inhale, reach back up to the sky. Exhale, turn to the opposite side. Keep your right hand up. Bring your left hand across your body. Rest your left elbow on your left thigh. And bring your right hand over your head. Reach your right buttock down. Breathing here for 3 breaths in and out. And on your next inhale, reaching up, both hands up. Exhale, let your hands come behind you. Hold on to the chair once more and just let yourself float over your legs for a few breaths. Notice how from shoulder to shoulder, the chest starts to relax. The muscles, the fascia, everything starts to release. And now bring your elbows to your thighs and let your head hang. Very gently, shake your head no. Even more gently, nod your head yes. Bring your head back to the center. Breathe in, press your elbows into your thighs to lift your head, your chest. Exhale, press your feet down, thighs to the chair, navel to your spine to come up to a seated position. Pause here for a moment, samana moment in Ayurveda, letting the body integrate what we've done so far. And on your next exhale, turn to your left side. Make sure that the back of your left knee is against the seat of the chair, that your left foot is flat on the ground, that your left elbow and forearm are supporting you with the top of the back of the chair, and scoot over so that your right buttock is off the chair and your right knee is pointing down toward the ground. If it's uncomfortable for you to have the top of your foot against the floor, or if it just won't do that because it's tight, feel free to put a pillow underneath it, or if you don't have a pillow nearby, then just come to the toes. But you're facing over your left knee. Inhale, your right hand up. Visualize your breath moving from just below your rib cage on your right side to just above your kneecap. On your next exhale, keep your heart lifting, but let your arm float down. And now if you'd like, feel free to close your eyes so that you can visualize with even greater awareness and attention and focus on that breath moving along that line of your body from just below your rib cage to just above your kneecap. That psoas muscle is so incredibly important to our overall well-being, not just to the tension and tightness in the body. We'll breathe here for several breaths, letting your focus be that muscle group, receiving your breath. Be curious, notice where and how it's softening. On your next inhale, stretch that right leg straight out, lean against the back of your chair, and bring your right hand over your head for extended angle. Visualize your breath from the tips of your fingers along your arm, under your arm, along your side body, down your leg to your heel and your foot as you breathe in and breathe out. And on your fourth inhale, because you're counting, not me, let your right hand pull you up. Bring your hand behind your right thigh to pull it forward. So now your mountain is sideways in your chair. Give yourself a gift of alignment here for a breath in and a breath out. And now turn back to the middle of your chair for one round of shoulder rolls. Inhale your shoulders forward and up. Exhale them back and down. Inhale them forward and up. And exhale them back and down. Inhale them forward and up. Exhale them back and down. And now let's turn to the other side. So the back of your right knee is against the seat of the chair. Your right foot is flat on the floor or on a block or books. If you need to lift the floor up, scoot yourself over so your left buttock is off. Your right arm is on the back of the chair. And your left knee is pointing down toward the ground as best you can. Remember, if it's uncomfortable, to put something underneath that foot and that ankle. Inhale the left arm up. Let the left knee sink down toward the ground. We'll stay here for only 3 breaths, in and out. When you're ready, bring that hand down and just relax it. Close your eyes and visualize the breath moving from just below the rib cage to just above the kneecap. Bringing softness and ease into that body part helps with everything, including your digestion and your breathing, as well as stiffness and soreness through the whole body. So just let yourself breathe and be and receive the breath in that part of the, focusing on that part of the body. On your next inhale, stretch that left leg out. Lean against the back of your chair. Bring your left hand over your head. Reach your fingertips away from the heel of your foot. And visualize your breath the full length of the left side of your body this time. 3 times. 3 breaths in and out. And on your 4th inhale, reach your left hand up. Sit up. Bring your hand behind your thigh to bring it forward and even with your other knee. Seated sideways in sideways mountain for a breath or 2. And now bring yourself back to the center. Line up your feet, line up your knees, sit away from the back of your chair, relax your hands, close your eyes for a few breaths in and out. Allowing yourself once again to feel the effects of the pose in the body and on your central nervous system. Remembering that yoga is not about the body. It's not about the poses. It's the effect that the poses have on the central nervous system. So just allow yourself right here, right now, to be aware of your breath, to notice where it's coming in, to notice where it's going, to be aware of the body, what it's feeling, where it's feeling it. And just notice any tension or gripping or bracing anywhere in your body. Just allow yourself to breathe here. Now I invite you to open your eyes. scoot yourself forward a little bit on your chair and open your knees as wide as not as wide as you can maybe, but wider than usual. Hold on to the back of your chair. And when you breathe out, let your left knee come in and your right go out. So we're gonna do windshield wipers, which I think we did lying on the bed or the ground last week, but we're gonna try it seated. So come back to the center, breathe in. When you exhale, let your knees go to the other side. Actually, let's breathe in here. And when you exhale, come back to the center and then to the other side. Breathe in here. And when you breathe out, come back to the center. And we're just going to keep moving like this for the next several breaths. So you let your feet do whatever they need to do in order to bring your knees over and let the one knee go down. When you get to the other side, you breathe in, and then when you exhale is when you start moving. Follow your breath, follow your body. When you've done each side evenly, I invite you to come back to the center. Maybe scoot back a little bit. Bring your feet a little bit closer together so they're hip width apart or maybe a little wider. Breathe in, and when you exhale, lift your left knee as best you can with your hands underneath and pull it up as high as you can. And then release it back down. We'll go to the other side. Breathe in. When you exhale, bring your hands under behind your thigh and lift up as high as you can. And then put it back down. Go to the other side. We'll just shift from side to side, and it's on the exhale that we'll be lifting that knee. We're going to call this our lunge. When you're moving slowly, you're honoring what your body can do. You're letting go of any judgment or criticism of what you can't do. We're just here to celebrate what is working today. When you've done each side evenly, I invite you to come back to the center to relax your hands on your thighs, to inhale your shoulders up, exhale them back and down, inhale them forward and up, and exhale them back and down, inhale them forward and up, and exhale them back and down. And now hold on to, scoot yourself a little bit forward, lean against the back of your chair, let your arms go out to the side, let the chair support you so that you can just lean against it and let your lower back come forward. So you're arching your lower back a little bit, relaxing your hands and arms. If it feels good to your neck, then it makes sense for you to let your chin lift a little bit and let your head relax. If that doesn't feel good on the back of your neck or anywhere on your neck, just let your chin float down toward your chest. We'll breathe here for a few breaths. On your next exhale, bring your hands to the chair. Push yourself forward and then sit back again in the back of the chair. Bring the soles of your feet together. It's probably just going to be the balls of your feet, and that's fine. Scoot forward a little bit if that helps. And just let your knees move apart from each other without pressing them or pushing them in any way, shape, or form. We'll just relax our hands on the thighs. Lift the heart and widen the collarbones. Nose and chin in line with your belly button. Breathe here for a few breaths. And when you're ready, bring your hands under your thighs to bring your knees toward each other. Separate your feet once more. If it's accessible to you to bring your left ankle onto your right thigh and still have your knee be not up here and not doing this because you don't want to scrunch anything, you just want to be relaxed. If that doesn't work for you, just open up your feet a little wider so you can sit in the wide Tadasana. But wherever you go, I invite you to close your eyes and visualize the left buttock, hip, and lower back area. And every time you breathe out, I invite you to visualize a broom sweeping away any debris of leftover feelings, particularly those of anger or resentment or guilt or shame or anything that plagues you. Watch your breath, sweeping it away. Since those are the things that tend to settle in that area of the body, we need to take care every day to allow ourselves to let go, to release some of that tension, tightness, and negativity that tends to settle there. So this is a beautiful opportunity to do that. You may notice that as you do, there's a physical letting go that begins to happen in some of the muscles or the fascia in that area, where you feel it softening. That's a beautiful thing. So to invite it and be curious and watch for it. Because just like pain is catchy, so is softness. Softness spreads. So on your next exhale, if you have that leg lifted, I invite you to put it down. Wherever you are, I invite you to pause for a breath in and a breath out. And now we can lift the other side. So if this is accessible to you in a way that allows the rest of your body also to be relaxed, I invite you to do that. Otherwise, keep your knees and your feet and your legs open. And everybody close your eyes. And bring your awareness to the right side of your body, the right buttock, hip, thigh area. And once again, as you visualize that part of your body, remember first of all that bringing awareness to a body part, that body part responds by softening. And secondly, with every exhale, let the exhale sweep away tension, the tightness, the anxiety, the anger, the resentment. Letting the breath carry it away. Welcoming the softness as it moves into that part of your body. Noticing where in your body you may be gripping or bracing, and letting the breath carry that away with it as well. If you have your leg lifted, I invite you to bring it down. And if you would open your eyes, let's reach our hands out in front of us, palms facing me, reaching for me, if you will. Take the pointer finger of your right hand and the middle knuckle of your left thumb. Breathe in, and when you breathe out, gently pull that thumb towards you. If your shoulders or your hands or your wrists do not allow you to have your arms straight like this, then let your palms come up. Bend your elbows and bring your hand under bring your finger under your hand and your thumb to pull down instead of towards you. But whichever you do, with each successive breath, you go to the next finger, and with each successive breath in, you go to the next finger. When you breathe out, you gently pull that finger down or towards you, depending on what your body is able to do. When you get to the pinky, or when you finish with the pinky, go back to the thumb and hold your thumb down for 3 of your breaths, in and out. And when you finish with that 3rd breath, just relax your hands on your thighs. And we'll do the other side. So again, reach your arms out in front of you. If you can keep them straight, this is where you want to be. If this doesn't work, bend your elbow and let your palm face up. Come under to go to your thumb, or have your thumb out in front of you like that. With each successive inhale, you move to the next finger. With each successive exhale, you gently pull that finger either toward you or down. This is such a wonderful way for releasing the shoulders and the wrists. You know, there's a profound connection between the fingers, particularly the thumb, and the shoulders. So we release the shoulders when we do this. When you finish with the pinky, go to the thumb, hold the thumb for 3 of your breaths. In and out. And when you finish, just relax your hands on your thighs. Inhale your shoulders forward and up. Exhale them back and down. Inhale them forward and up. And exhale them back and down. And one more time, inhale your shoulders forward and up. And exhale them back and down. Inhale. And when you exhale, gently turn your chin towards your left shoulder. Breathe in here. When you exhale, bring your chin back to the center and over to the right shoulder. Breathe in. Exhaling back to the center and to the left. And this time, let your eyes keep going in the direction and towards your left. And notice what happens as your eyes go back. Maybe your head will turn a little bit more, maybe it won't. Just be curious, see what happens. Breathe in here, and on the exhale, come back to the center and then over to the right again. Let your eyes keep going to the right. See what happens. And when you exhale, come back to the center. Let your chin drop down. Lift it up one more time. And now choose where you want to be for your relaxation. So maybe you want your knees open. Maybe you want them more in line with your hips. Maybe you want a cushion or a pillow behind your back so that it can support you as you're here. And you don't have to do quite as much work to keep your heart lifting, because you want to keep your heart lifting. Relax your hands on your thighs. If you'd like to try something, we did this a couple weeks ago, I think, but this is something I've taken to doing lately in my relaxations, is instead of my hands down or up, I relax my hands with the pinky side resting against my legs or the floor if I'm on the floor. And the idea is not to keep the hands rigid, but to let the fingers bend, to let the thumbs bend. But this seems to be, for many people, a more neutral place for our shoulders. Try it and see how it feels. See how it works for you. Let your wrist relax, let your thumbs relax, let your fingers relax. Close your eyes if you haven't already. And I invite you to breathe with me. So breathe a few breaths in and out, your normal breaths. And now breathe in for 4 counts. Pause for 4 counts. Breathe out for 4 counts. And pause for 4 counts. Now just breathe in your normal breaths. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4. And now just breathe 2 or 3 of your normal breaths in and out. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4, breathing in and out your normal breaths. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4, breathe out, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4. Now breathe your normal breath in and out. If you'd like to continue with that breathing, please feel free to do so. If you prefer to just breathe your normal breath, focusing on your inhales and your exhales, I invite you to do that. Remembering that no matter which you choose to do, when your mind takes you someplace else, because that's what minds do, and you catch yourself, celebrate. And without judging, shaming, or criticizing yourself in any way, shape, or form, bring your awareness back to your breathing, whichever type of breathing you prefer. invite you to become aware of your breath and your body. I invite you to breathe deeply all the way to the soles of your feet. To pause in the fullness of your breath. And now slowly, slowly, slowly let your breath out. Letting it carry away with it any remaining tension or tightness of the mind, body, spirit. And pause again in the stillness. And when you begin breathing in, I invite you to rub your hands rigorously together to generate some heat. To cup your hands gently over your eyes. To receive the warmth from your hands and your eyes and their sockets, your cheekbones, your jawbone, all the way down to your heart. Place a smile behind your eyes, behind your lips, behind your heart. And receive the softness that moves into your thoughts, your words, and your actions. Now I invite you to bring the palms of your hands together in front of your heart so that we might honor ourselves and each other with the word that's used throughout the Himalayas to say hello and goodbye, and which means the light that is me honors the light that is you. Namaste. 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 Thank you for letting me be part of your Labor Day today, of your practice. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask.